And I had made a declaration that year when I started cardiology, and when I was at the age of 33, I go, if I'm still practicing traditional cardiology by the age of 40, something went terribly wrong. Those were the exact words I said. I declared it to the universe. I had no freaking clue how I was going to accomplish it. And my friends and family laughed at me when I said it. And then I was like, all right, I'm just going to figure it out. And so at that point, I went back to the DC real estate meetings, these DC clubs, these RIA clubs. And this guy came from Boston, and he had this Bostonian accent. And he's like, you know, you got to buy these multifamilies, you got to do syndications, you got to raise capital, and they pay you these acquisition fees and all this. It was like Greek. It seemed illegal, to be honest with you, but it intrigued me enough where that seed got planted. A year later, I went to a boot camp in Orlando. I worked with that same guy, and then I met someone there who was doing these kind of deals, and I partnered with them, and we ended up doing our first deal. And at that point, I made a decision, hey, I want to go into this. I launched my company, Viking Capital, and a buddy of mine who was in real estate, I mean, he was a doctor, but he had done 2 or 3 rental properties. He thought he was retired. Now, dude, you're not retired. You're just getting started. Come join me. 100 unit. And he's like, there's no freaking way we're going to buy 100 unit. I'm like, we'll figure it out. Come on. And so that buddy ended up becoming my business partner, Ravi. And so that was the origin of me, again, still full-time cardiologist, but moving down the field, make decisions, making mistakes, but then coming up with this idea that, hey, I'm going to be a doctor and a real estate investor.
That's awesome.